Covering it is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. Oh, some strong running, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon. Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to turn into another first down as the Vikings 43. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. First and 10 at the 43-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. 23 yards to pick up there.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they were moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Well, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Fields now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll throw down the field, caught by his running back. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Here's a give to Herbert. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on third down. But you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, set. Trouble, 38. Ready.
On first down, Lance. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Ready.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, check Mega. Blue, go. Cheetah.
A guy working on 4 straight 1,000-yard campaigns. Here's Dalvin Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Bears 3.
Down.
3rd and 2. Off of play action, here's Lance. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So let's see, that was 3rd and 2. They hit the short pass, having the first down. He said, well, let's get a little more than the first down, all the way into the end zone.
And I know this is the NFL, and 3rd and 2 isn't necessarily a rundown. I think most of the time you play it as a passing down. But you can disguise it a little bit, right? You can show heavy run formation, make it look that way, and still throw the football effectively, as we just saw there. And he's still running, isn't he?
He stopped now, and he got 6 points for it. Phillips now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Come on, set.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Strike, strike. Ultra, go ultra. You, yellow. Jet, jet. Set.
Shotgun now for Lance. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check steal.
It's 2nd down.
Check smash. Ready?
Working from the gun, Lance. This is caught by Addison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Fight.
Now Lance wants to change him up.
Go steal. Fight. White. Hut.
Now Lance. Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go. Ultra. Ultra. Check view.
Rager, the man in motion.
Check up.
Throwing on second and long. Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run this with Homer. Gets past one man. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 18-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. They'll run with Herbert. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go, son.
Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Fields going to hold on to it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Fields, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears are back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And Lance now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check, Megan. Strike. Cut.
To throw, it's Lance. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And here's Ryan Wright now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Fields throw there, held in by Claypool. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, So they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
On first down, it's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. That's going to be caught. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Herbert. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lance looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And here's Ryan right now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Steal. Jack steal.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Third down and 13.
Six, Madden. Slide through. Hey, go steal. Smash, smash.
From the gun, it's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Green Jack. Ultra, ultra. Check view. Smash, red. Set.
Here's Lance to throw it. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Strike. Check strike. Ready?
Throwing now is Lance. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Rather quietly, Osborne has become a relied-upon presence in Minnesota. 650 yards each of the last 2 seasons, due for an even bigger role for them in 2023.
Again, it's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Andrew Billings in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Lance. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 43. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Strike, strike. Ultra, go ultra.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Joseph is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Brian Asamoah making the play defensively, meeting him behind the line for a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Go.
Herbert once more. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A handoff for Herbert. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here we go.
2nd down and 3. Mooney, the motion man right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, Fields again. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Touchdown! Jay Moore, 39 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. They'll go right back to the Nwangu. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Go now. Ultra. Yellow, go. Hurry.
Here's Madison running on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Set hut. Set view. Ready.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go. Set.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Strike. Check. Strike. Set.
And now a design run with Jefferson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On the double.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Lance going to sneak it, and he will have the Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
On the ready.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Okay,
Plenty
ready?
of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Yellow, zoom, mega, ready.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Bears 17.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd down. Now Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. It's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now Lance looking to change it up.
Ultra, go ultra. Steal, check, steal. Set.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Ready. Check, smash. Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Smash, smash. Hut.
Madison trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Next the score, Vikings 31, Bears 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Claypool. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here's 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Fields. Looking deep here from Mooney. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go. I'm good.
And one last throw here for Fields. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. But Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Vikings, it's a much-needed.
Can I talk my... Come on! That other side. The Oakley way.